Hi guys, Now Disney here, and today I have a book review for you. Today I have the fourth book in a Twisted Tale series, Reflection, which is a Mulan Twisted Tale. I finished this book around November of 2018, but there's stuff going on and more Disney content coming out, so I wasn't able to post a video of this book until now. I am reading the part of your world, Little Mermaid Twisted Tale, and once I finish that, I will have a review out. And also there's Mirror, which is a Snow White Twisted Tale book that's coming out next month. So I will get that, and once I read that, I'll have another review posted. But this is what if Mulan had to travel to the Underworld, and you can see Mulan dressed as Ping in front of the Tangshan Pass mountains. She's holding her sword, or her dad's sword, and there is a nice little cherry blossom flower. And there is a little synopsis of what the book is about in the folds. Since this is a hardcover book, it has a book cover. So I will read the synopsis for you. And we'll put the synopsis in the description down below. That way, in case you can't understand me, the synopsis will be down below, that way you can read it for yourselves. So it says, what if Mulan had to travel to the Underworld? While Mulan has a warrior's heart, she would do anything to protect her loved ones, including go to war in her ailing father's place, disguised as a soldier called Ping. And when the captain of her regiment, Shang, takes a grievous blow meant for her, Mulan knows she must do everything she can to help him survive his life-threatening injury, even if that means accepting a harrowing mission to the Underworld Diyu. King Yama, the ruler of Diyu, is not about to make things easy for her. With the help of Shang's great lion guardian, Mulan must traverse the Underworld, must face near impossible obstacles, and bring Shang back before sunrise, or stay in Diyu forever. As if that weren't enough, Mulan is still posing as Ping and grappling with the decision to reveal her true identity, especially as she and Shang grow closer. Time is of the essence. Will Mulan be able to save Shang and herself before it's too late? And this book was $18 US and $19 Canadian. But it does have 408 pages, which I think is a really good price since the book is really long. I have a little book journal in front of me of pros and cons I wrote down for this book. So number 1 is a pro, and that is dialogue is understandable. And what that means is, like, the author doesn't use too many, like, big words and words you really can't understand. So if you have reading difficulties or learning difficulties, or like reading problems, you can still understand and enjoy this book. Number 2 is also a pro, which most of these will be pros because I really do like this series, even though this book wasn't really my favorite. Anyway, number 2 is the author uses some Chinese language, and since this is a Chinese book, on the author is Elizabeth Lam, by the way, and she is a Chinese woman. She does use some Chinese language, which I do like, because it gives the book some culture. Number 3 is a pro as well. They question Ping's origins. You know how in the movie, I'm also going to be referencing the movie a lot, since it is like a dark tale version of the movie. When Mulan dresses up as a man, and Chifu, like the Emperor's advisor, it's like, I didn't know if Ju had a son, and that's about it. That's all they question about it. But in this book, they're like, oh, I thought he only had a daughter, and all this. Didn't say he had a son. I didn't know he had one. How come we don't know about you? And even once they go to Diyu, the ancestors, they say, like, oh, well, the family records don't have a Ping in it, like a fall Ping. And I thought he only had the daughter Mulan. So, like how they questioned that more than once. Number 4 is also a pro. Shang has more character. Shang is my favorite male character. And in the movie, he's kind of this serious, no-nonsense general. But in the book, he acts like a young man. Like, he gets happy, he gets angry, he gets sad, he gets awkward when he finds out Mulan's a girl. Which I really like that they gave him more character. Number 5 is a pro. General Lee plays a big part in the story. In the book, it takes place like during the fight with Shan Yu, like the Tunshao Pass and the avalanche and all that. So by the point in this book, General Lee is dead. They know he's dead. In the book, General Lee shows up to Mulan, and he says, you have to go to Diyu to save my son's soul, get my son back, I'll guide you, I'll help you. So he does help Mulan and Shang on a journey through Diyu to get back home. Number 6 is a pro. Mulan struggles with her secret. In this book, she says, because in the book she has more time to question, like, when should I tell them I'm a girl, should I, how? Because in the movie they had to worry about the war and getting back to the Emperor, so she really doesn't have time to think about it. But in the book she does, and she questions it for a while, but eventually she does tell them her secret. Number 7 is a pro. They mention her family. Like, they bring out the ancestors. In fact, 3 of her ancestors do help her in one quest in the Underworld. And the family is enjoyable. Like, they're not too annoying or anything. Number 8 is a con, excuse me. Some dialogue is questionable. What that means is, like, the sentence structure and, like, the wording isn't where you think it should be. So the sentences sound a little bit weird. But it only happens, like, in maybe 5 to 10% of this book. So it doesn't happen very often. But sometimes you will get confused by the wording. So that's the only thing I didn't like about the wording of this book, is that it does get confusing sometimes. Number 9 is a pro. They give a backstory to little brother, which is Mulan's dog. I think the backstory is that her grandpa gave him to her, which I think is really cute. Number 10 is a pro as well. They mention Shang's mom. In the book, he says to Mulan, like, give the ashes to my mom. And then when Mulan reveals herself, he says, oh, my mom would make a great general because she's tough, she's sassy, and I also like that they bring up the mom because, you know, in Disney movies, they don't bring up the parents often. Number 11 is a pro. The reveal of Mulan being a woman is timed well. When she reveals herself to be a woman, it happens halfway through the book, which I think is a perfect place because it's not too soon in the book where they know she's a woman, like, in the first few chapters, but it's not too far in the book where it's like, oh, you're a woman, that's great, but we're home now, so what's the point of you telling me? Number 12 is a pro. Little Mulan has a tomboy personality. In the book it mentions in China that girls should, you know, wear dresses and be girly, and that way they can have husbands in the future and not be alone. But Mulan doesn't want that. She wants to, you know, run around the mud and get dirty and wear traditionally boys' clothes. Which I really do like that they kept her tomboy personality in the movie as well as the book. Number 13 is a pro. Shang realizes his mistakes quickly. In the movie, when Shang says, a life for a life, my dad's paid, and he looks upset, that's the only thing that we get that he's upset, except when Mulan says, you say you trust Ping, why should Mulan be any different? And he still looks mad, and that's why about it, he just stays mad for a little bit. But in the book, him and his guardian go out by themselves, and the guardian says, hey, whether it's a man or a woman, it's still your friend. You shouldn't abandon her like that. And Shang realizes that, you know, he's right, whether Mulan is a man or a woman, she's still my friend, she helped me. She's trying to help me, she's trying to save me, why shouldn't I trust her? So, in the book he stays mad for a little bit, but then he says, hey, I'm so sorry, can you forgive me? And, you know, they go off to try and get home. Number 14 is a con, kind of, both pro and con, really. Shang's guardian is annoying at first, but changes through the story. Shang's guardian is a lion spirit named Shai. And he's really annoying in the beginning because he had this, like, oh, I'm so much better than you, look how regal and, you know, royal I am attitude. But throughout the book, you realize that generally Shang's dad was like his best friend, and sorry guys if I had a sneeze, but anyway. You realize that Shi thinks that he let his best friend down and that he killed his best friend, which isn't true. And now he has to protect his son, save his son. But even though for the book he still has this I'm better than you attitude sometimes, he really changes throughout the book. And lastly, 15 is a pro and a con, They stay in Diyu for too long. In my Once Upon a Dream review, I mentioned how the chapters go from Aurora and Prince Philip to either Maleficent or the Three Fairies, for Fauna and Mayweather. But in this book, the chapters are them just staying in Diyu but going to different locations within Diyu. I really liked maybe a chapter with the Emperor wondering, hey, where are my soldiers? Ailing and Champo going into Shang's tent and wondering, hey, why is Ping, passed out, is he okay, or something. That's another con about this book. If you don't really like characters staying in one place for too long, you will get kind of bored with it like I did. Like, they literally go back to the camp, the next 15, maybe pages of the book. But this was still a really good book. It just wasn't my favorite in the Twisted Tale series. But that's all I have for you today. If you like this video and want to see more book reviews, then please like, comment, and subscribe. This is Nerdy Disney, and I'll see y'all next time.